Isn't it beautiful? Last night I saw a deer over in there. It stood long enough for me to take a picture of it. Go from the mountains. The rocks. The other night I got a picture of a deer on this dam. Right over in here. That little area right there. And when it was done, it went up in those rocks. There's all kinds of critters and stuff on in this property. I asked Mom why the lake looks so murky this time. She says it's the time of year. It's the time of year. Dad liked to fish in it. Dock looks like it's falling down. So many memories. My kids helped build that dock. I fell in that lake. My mom's camera is in that lake. I swore I wasn't going to cry when I did this. Up there, by the house, my dad taught my son how to use a gun, how to shoot a BB gun. I saw my first snake right over there. And of course, last night my mom locks me out of the back door, and I'm running around barefoot, and there's a snake over here. The only 2 times I've ever seen snakes out here. And those rocks, you can hide the whole family in the rocks. There's a lot of climbing. I can't do it this morning because I'm just not up to it. One thing's for certain. You gotta remember. One thing I learned years and years and years ago. Whatever's going on in your life right now, enjoy it or hate it, whatever. It's not forever. The relationships that I have with my kids changed as they grew up, grew out of the house. Mom and Dad bought this house when I was in my young 20s, and I was climbing these rocks like I was a goat. This last year I was put on disability. And I can manage it if I can have my cane. My mom already packed my cane. And then if I'm feeling up to it, and I've worked so hard this week, I don't think I could do it. But my dad, Mom worked hard to get this place. In '94 they came out and they retired from their jobs and they built that house. Dad, I remember, made blueprints and little styrofoam models and stuff like that, and he worked on it and worked on it. And when the house finally got done, I was like, well, this looks different. And he says, well, yeah, we found out, blah, 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 Stuff changed. And my family have always loved this place. And my dad, the moon's out, it's cool. My dad is unable to take care of it anymore. I had to move him out to Denver, and Mom's going to try to sell the house. If she can't, she'll probably use it as a tourist place to stay for tourists or something like that. But I spent all week painting and scrubbing and cleaning, and to the point where my mom's really worried about my health. I got put on disability this last year, and I'm not used to it. I'm used to doing everything for myself. But God's healing place, I think, did it again. I know I don't look like it. I had to come to terms with some things that were tough. And working here has helped. I'll be doing a lot of crying. And I'll be doing some healing. But it just makes you tougher, right? Gotta be thankful for everything God gives us. Yesterday was kind of weird because I had spent, I don't know, the last 3 or 4 visits. I could hear the animals, but I couldn't see them. And it was like, I don't know, the last couple of days it just opened up. There's squirrels everywhere. Came across a snake that had just a baby, little green thing. And it stared me down. It was kind of funny. I didn't feel like having a discussion with it because I didn't have my shoes on. And birds coming out of the place. Deer. I've seen, I don't know, about a half a dozen deer in the last couple of days, which is, I don't see that many that often. And in those trees there's usually porcupine and whatnot in there. Rock rats come out and they hide in the rocks. Of course, I didn't have my camera handy for all of it, but at least I got the deer, and that's my biggie. So, just like everything else in life, we move on, right? always appreciate the little things. Well, we got the house scrubbed clean. We got the car packed. Mom's walking around the house with her flip camera, making sure, I don't know if it's for selling it or just for her to remember details of the house, that kind of thing. I don't know if you can see this, but that was gopher holes, or moles, Mom said. And I went to remove the dirt and get the grass so it looks nice, look nicer, and ended up stepping through a hole. And oh man, the brat. Look at that. I just painted it, damn it. This guy from the carpet company came over and was cleaning the house and stuff, and he just tore up my nice paint job. I'm pissed. And got a bunch of light fixtures washed. Got the yard looking halfway decent. Sorry for the tears earlier. Yeah, but it's part of life. And thing is about life, and like they said, being God says, I give you life more abundantly. He gives you more. Your ups and downs are bigger. It's when you're up, you are so up. You just don't think it can get any better, and it gets better. The downs get pretty rough. And this is one of our downsides. But God's been good to us, so we can't complain. And I keep walking around the house here, remembering stuff. Over here, my folks had, right there, they used to have a trailer. That was a pad for a trailer. And company could use the trailer, which we used several times. And then, of course, eventually the trailer had fallen apart. It was no good anymore. So my mom and dad made it kind of into a picnic area, even though it still has the facilities to, use the plumbing and stuff like that if you ever stay up here. But they bought these really cool furniture made out of trees, which is kind of cool looking. No, they bought those things forever ago. Had them in the house. And eventually they got so old that didn't think it was safe to have them in the house anymore, so they brought them outside and we use them for outside furniture. And over here, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Over here, I don't know if you can see that, there's a tree. When they were just babies, Mom and Dad just bought the property, so there's no house on here or anything. Dad got goofy and twisted those trees together, and every year he twisted a little bit more until it got to the point where you can't get to it anymore. But that tree is actually 2 trees twisted around each other, which we thought was fun. And there's a windmill that my brother had bought. My dad painted it and fixed it up. And I fixed it up. I actually saw it working yesterday and kind of made me feel good. Over here is a walker thing, or a walker, what do you call it? Swing. Made out of that tree stuff. Which is kind of cool. And what's really nice is when you sit into it, let's do it this way. I'm going to sit over here. And this is your view. When you sit down on it, you get to look at this. Oh, isn't that neat? Now over here, is a condominium birdhouse thing that my brother got from my mom and dad. I don't know if you can see it there. There we go. It's kind of cool. It has like bunch of holes in it for birds. And then down in there, I don't know if you can see it or not. There you go. Little windmill made out of metal. When the wind's blowing on that thing, it's so noisy. Supposedly it scares away like moles and stuff. I don't know. Evidently it makes a lot of noise and critters don't like it. They're the ones we don't want on the property. And that tree area over there, porcupines come out of there. So, and somewhere on the other side of the property is a pole that they use for kind of like a pole ball. I guess that's what you call it. It's a tall pole with a rope and a ball on the end, and you whack it back and forth on each other. That was a lot of fun. So, and I guess Mom decided against me staining the back deck because I did too good of a job cleaning it. So there's the clean back deck. Ain't that pretty? So now I'm just sitting around waiting for my mom to get going. And we both had a good cry. And we'll cry some more. Damn, I love this place. Long work surface. That, I don't know, it must be a good 10 foot long or so. And then over here he has this bench, and he has where you sit down. You see Sandy sitting there? So that's a bench desk that you can work at. It's got 4 drawers in it. I might have a slide out on the top too. With instructions to your, what do you call it, your super vac thing. Got some little shelves here for some parts, whatever parts you want to put in. I got another little cabinet here. It's got whatnots in it. And then it's got lots of hooks on the walls for tools. All labeled. Yeah, I can label them. So then that goes on quite a ways. Notice that the garage door is finished off. It's not rough, it's all
It's all white. He has hooks on the ceiling for hanging bicycles or whatever. We've had boats up there. I think somebody might have outside with some of our tables.
Mom,
Yeah.
I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
This thing here,
Yeah, that thing there.
that's your washing machine.
Huh?
That is called a clothes stomper.
Clothes stomper.
Yes, and they put their clothes in a tub of water and stomp it up and down,
Okay.
get the dirt out, and then they had to wring them dry and hang them on the line. And notice the curly Q design around the top there. And then there's several, if you look underneath here, there's several different sections to cause the water to go like that. And get your clothes clean.
Huh.
Now my mother had one of these things. This is not my mom's. I'm not sure if it came from the Dykes or where it came from. But are you still recording? My mother, what we did was we had an old wringer washer, and so we would wring out the clothes through the washer machine, from the wash machine, put it into a tub of clean rinse water, and then we'd use a stopper, and then we would put them back through the wringer, and then we would hang on the line. Okay, I'm gonna run around the house and then
Okay, I'll let you just walk. It's easier. Oh, Ma? Just remember, I saw the last snake that way.
There's a little green.
Yeah, a little green one.
I don't think they bite them. They don't want me near, like sister, they want to get away from as much as you do. And the secret is to be noisy.
Ah.
If you're noisy enough, they're not going to eat it.
I guess that's a secret to stay away from the green snakes, huh?